So here we go, the Oculus Rift. Now, I pre-ordered this early in the year, 2016, and I got it in the summer of 2016. And it's actually been sitting in my dining room here for, I don't know, probably about 3 or 4 weeks. And I've been debating if I was going to keep it or if I was going to send it back. And I thought, well, I can't let this opportunity pass me by. I have actually never tried virtual reality before. I have a Google Cardboard device, if you want to call it, sitting in a bag right now, and I've never used it, and I've had it for probably about a year now. I've always been interested in virtual reality, going back to even the 1990s. I remember there was a local mall that had a store dedicated to virtual reality, and you could pay to go and put the virtual reality headset on and get into, I think it was actually almost like a ride, but I never tried it back then because it was way too expensive and I was a lot younger at that time. And so I've actually never tried virtual reality. So I thought, why not? I have this Oculus sitting here in my dining room, why not use it? Now, I'm not the type that gets motion sick or anything like that, so I don't think I'm going to have any problems with this. But as you can see here, this is the packaging, and the packaging is pretty premium. I don't think I've ever had another device that had such premium packaging. I mean, everything is sort of cardboard, but it has this rubberized feel to it, and it's very well done. Of course, this is a very expensive headset. So you really can't see, but let's see if I can show you the lid here. There you go. It says, let's get started. To set up your Rift, go to oculus.com/setup. And you'll notice there's a little controller here that's mounted up top, and there's sort of foam behind here. So we'll get into that in a second, but I want to get into what's on the bottom part first. So the first piece that we see here, and it's kind of snapped in there, and this looks like some sort of sensor, and it plugs in, I assume, to USB 3.0. Yeah, I think so. And this is going to be some sort of sensor for the room. I haven't done a lot of reading on Oculus, so we'll figure out what that is exactly. But obviously it's some sort of sensor that's going to help everything work. Here's the headset itself. And this is what contains the real expensive, well, probably the most expensive part of this, and that would be the display. And you see the lenses there, and you see that this is pretty much the headgear that I will be wearing. So it looks like we have two USB, actually one USB connector and one HDMI connector in the back there. So we'll see how that actually shakes out. Now you'll notice that there are earpieces, headphones built into the headset itself. Everything is sort of a matte plastic. Now the front, you'll notice the Oculus branding there, but the front is your regular matte black plastic. Along the bottom here, it's a little more textured black plastic here. Now you have a switch here. I assume that's to adjust the focus on the lenses here. And in here it says no liquid cleaners on the lenses. So I assume you'd use some sort of microfiber cloth. The part that's going to touch your face here is a foam. There's a thinner foam in the center, and then a thicker foam toward what's going to touch your face. And that foam is almost feels like there's a microfiber over it, so that it's going to be comfortable on your face. I assume there's going to be some sweating involved there because it's going to be in contact with the face, but you know, that's the price you pay for something like this, especially since it's fairly new. The strap up top feels also like there's some microfiber on it. The band behind the head is a rubbery plastic. You have sort of a fabric on this triangle piece here. And then this is a rubbery piece. Again, anything that pretty much touches your skin, or in this case my hair because I'm not bald, but has that microfiber on the inside, and then this band up here is sort of a rubbery plastic, and you have this Velcro that you can adjust that to your head. Now the headphones seem to kind of, I don't know if you can hear that, There's a mechanism under it that allows it to push out, but there's flexibility here and adjustability here. Again, everybody's head is different, so a headset like this has to conform so that it will fit different people's heads. But the earpiece feels very soft, and there's a very soft fabric over that. So it'll be interesting to see the quality of the sound on this. Now it looks like we also have some adjustable straps on the sides here where you can adjust the headset and pull it out more, I think. Yeah, it looks like you can pull that out or put it in more. And again, everybody's head is different, so it's very important that we have availability to adjust things. And I don't know how long this cord is. We might as well figure it out right now how long this cord is. And unstrap everything. It looks like one of the lens warnings is stuck to this, which was on the other lens over there, but that's fine. As long as the lens is not dirty, I don't care. So let me see if I can pull this apart without destroying it, because there's a good potential that I might end up selling this at some point. We'll see. I don't know. Depends how much virtual reality means to me and how valuable I find it. So I just was eyeballing this. I'm about 6 feet tall, so I can kind of figure out how long a cord is. I didn't actually measure it, but we're looking at probably an 8 to 10 foot cord here, and it's one cord coming off of the Oculus, which is good. You don't want to have multiple cords coming off of something because it makes it more unwieldy that way. But you have that one cord, and then it breaks out into the two. So again, one is that HDMI and one is the USB 3.0. And the cord is just a very basic rubber encased cord, and that actually comes out of the left top side of the Oculus, because this is the top of the device. So it comes out of the left top side and wraps around into this little plastic loop here, and then it comes out the back. Of course, it will probably go around front again, because, at least in my case, my computer is going to be in front of me. But I think that pretty much gives us an idea of the device itself. I've showed you all the adjustable parts. This is a flexible rubber slash plastic that, again, can be adjusted here. These booms here for the headphones are pretty good. They move from, I'll show you the range of motion. They go, this is as far back as they'll go, and then this is as far front as they'll go. Of course, they won't go here because your ears aren't in front of your face like that. And this is where your face will go. This is where it gives space for your nose here. It's going to be interesting to see if there's any potential for light bleed. It seems like around the top area on the sides, you're okay, because that's going to affix flush to your face, whereas the nose, it might not so much. So it'll be interesting to see if I need to do this in a dark room or not. Of course, this adjustable little thing here, it actually adjusts the distance of the lenses, if you can see this here. There. So everything is adjustable on this, because everybody's face, again, is different. Now this is sort of a microfiber cloth here. I don't want to push on it too much, but that allows for a seamless background on this. And of course your nose might touch this, so it's nice that it does flex, because it's just a cloth over the actual mechanics of the interior there. So that's the headset itself. Let's see if I can give you a tour here. So far I'm impressed in every way about this, just how it's presented in the box, and the build quality seems very good, and it seems like they put a lot of thought into the adjustability of it. We'll see how it actually feels when I put it on my head. So the next thing is this little controller up top here, and it has the Oculus logo on the back. Everything's a matte black plastic except for that logo. It's a very thin, I don't know if you can see it with the black background, but it's a very thin remote, and it has a lanyard on the back. And it's very simple. It looks like there's an Oculus button here. Then there's a back button, then there's a minus button and a plus button, all of which actually click in. Then you have this area up here, which is a directional pad, so you can push the entire disc down in different directions, and then you have a center button, and it all clicks very nicely. Very small, fits nicely in the hand, and it looks like there's a tab where you can pull this out to initiate the battery. Now, if that's the case, I would imagine that this back does come off, because if there's a battery in here, you would hope that you could replace it at some point. I don't see there's any way to open this up, but we can figure that out down the line, but I'm going to pull that. Might as well pull it now. Okay. I don't want to break it, so it's not coming out easily. I want to read the instructions first. Obviously, you wouldn't keep that on there, but I don't want to yank it out if you have to open it first or something. But that is the remote that comes with this. So there's obviously more in this box, so let's open this up. And wow, okay, I knew that an Xbox One controller was included with this. So inside here we have an HDMI, I'm sorry, not HDMI, a USB extension cord here. We have a male end here and a female end there. Here we go. Here is the Xbox One controller. I've done an actual unboxing of an Xbox One on my channel here, so I've seen these before, but it's been a while since I've actually held one in my hand because I actually sold my Xbox One many years ago. Well, not many years ago, it didn't come out that long ago, but I sold it pretty much after I bought it to do the video. But, you know, Xbox controllers are typically very comfortable in the hand. The triggers feel very premium. I know recently Xbox came out with an updated controller where they changed it a little bit and added Bluetooth to it. But again, a very good controller, and probably I will be using this for all of my gaming on my PC instead of the Xbox 360 controller that I've had on there for quite some time now. But a great controller there. Nice color scheme, matches everything, the black on black. So let's see what else we have here. We have two AA batteries, and that's for the Xbox 360, I'm sorry, Xbox One controller. Then we have, this is very interesting, a very tiny Oculus health and safety booklet. Health and safety and warranty guide. There you go. Hope you read all that. So up next we have the Xbox One controller dongle, and that's going to allow you to use the Xbox One controller with your PC. It has a pairing button here. Dongle's fairly large, but I assume that's what the USB cord extension cord is all about. If you don't have an area where you can plug this in easily into your computer, you can plug it into this and give yourself a little bit of an extension that way. Probably about 3 feet of extension. More to come up here. So we have, looks like some sort of tool, like a screwdriver-esque tool. Big mystery there. It's like the finger in the celluloid finger in the Resident Evil 7 demo. Have no idea what that's for. Okay, we have some Oculus stickers. If you want to stick that anywhere, sort of like Apple stickers, probably hold on to those. Looks like there is a microfiber cloth in here. I would assume that this is the cloth that you would use to clean off all the lenses. It does have that Oculus branding on it. So an Oculus branded microfiber cloth. You have to wonder, without the premium packaging and all the little extras, bells and whistles, how much they could have brought the price down on this. Considering Oculus is owned by Facebook, one of the most valuable companies in the world, if they were really serious about making this a mass market product, they could bring the price down a little bit more. But considering you also need a very powerful computer to run this thing, they've probably figured out that they're catering to a niche audience anyway. So, let's see if there's anything else in the box here. We have a fragile little piece of paper there. An Xbox One controller setup guide. And let's see, what else we have in here. More Xbox One documentation right there. Or Xbox One controller documentation. So that is the Oculus Rift, the consumer model Oculus Rift. Now, interestingly enough, this is the only documentation that comes with it as far as how to set it up. However, of course, we have on the lid here, it says, let's get started. Set up your Oculus Rift, go to oculus.com setup. So it's all online. So I just wanted to go over some of the specs of the Oculus Rift here. The display in the headset is an OLED display, and the resolution is 2160 by 1200. Now, the refresh rate is 90 Hertz, and you have a 110 degree field of view. It has built-in audio, as we looked at before with the headphones, and it also has a built-in mic. So that's going to do it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And as always, if you want to help out my channel, you can give me a thumbs up. You can share this video on your favorite social media. You could leave me a tip on my YouTube page, or you could actually join my Patreon, all of which is greatly appreciated. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.